Jordan, thanks for stopping by today. Appreciate it. Before we get started, helping you pick out what hopefully will be the right car for you and your family, I want to give you a little overview of what's going to take place here today. Okay? We do things a little bit different around here, but you know what? I'm sure you've heard that from other car people before. And if I were you, I would take it with a grain of salt and look at it with great skepticism until we prove ourselves different anyway. You've bought cars before, right, Jordan?
Yes.
How have the experiences been?
Usually pretty shady.
Okay, tell me, what makes them shady?
A lot of games being played. A lot of hold me there, back and forth.
Smoke, mirrors, games.
Yes, always.
Salesman wears a path between you and the Wizard of Oz, back there behind the screen.
Yep.
Shell games. You know, I'd like to say we've never been guilty of that, but we, like every other store around, has done all of that. Okay? It's sort of in the automotive DNA. We've taken a different tact. All right? Our customers have been telling us for years that, just what you said, the negotiations were no fun. But you know what? They still want to make sure they're getting a great price. Okay? So sometimes that's hard to determine. They've told us that it takes too long to buy a car. You know, we've listened. Okay? What we've done is we have adopted a policy that says this. First and foremost, we help you find a car. Okay? If you do find the right car here today, and we hope you do, at that point in time, we will provide you up front our best price. But don't take our word for it that it's our best price, because we're a car dealership, I'm a car salesman. What we want you to do is we want you to look on the internet and see where we pick the best price from. Okay? Not only will we give you the best price, Jordan. You've heard of KBB, correct? Kelley Blue Book?
Yes.
Okay, they're most famous for providing people estimates on the value of their trades. But they're also becoming very well known for providing people what they call a fair purchase price. And the way they do that is they take it literally by zip code. So we're going to be dealing with zip codes here in Birmingham. They take a specific vehicle, for example, a black EXL Honda Accord, okay? And they look at all the transactions that have taken place over a period of time, and they come up with what they call FPP, or fair purchase price, and that's what a customer should pay for that particular vehicle. Not only that, they will also show you what the invoice is, so you can see exactly how much profit is there. And then you make a call. Okay, you've got all the information, literally, at your fingertips. It's not coming from us, it's coming from a site where, well, and the truth of the matter is, Jordan, we don't really price our cars. Consumers price our cars. Okay? Now, you also will have the option to look at Edmunds.com, probably the most popular of all the automotive consumer sites. They'll give you the same thing, only they call it True Market Value, TMV. But again, you get to look at the invoice, you see what the profit margin is, and you've got all the information you need for you to decide what's fair. Not for us. Again, don't take our word for it. So, what's it mean? It means we quicken the process. There is no head-butting, gut-wrenching, confrontational, back-and-forth negotiations that everybody hates and, quite frankly, are a waste of time. And once that happens, it doesn't change. Or something, there's another difference. It's part of what we call the Brandon Honda value proposition. First part is we make it easy to buy a car, and we give you a fair price which is verifiable by a third party. Second part, and we know this to be a fact, if you take 2 weeks to purchase a car, that's a long time. But it pales in comparison to the length of time most people keep a car. How long do you plan on keeping this next car?
About 3 or 4 years.
If it's 4 years, that's 208 months. Or I'm sorry, 208 weeks. 2 weeks is a long time to buy a car, but the time you own the car is 104 times longer. So we want to make sure this is the most economic ownership experience you've ever had. Number one, we'll provide you a lifetime warranty. Now, there are a number of outfits around town providing lifetime warranties, but there's almost always a catch involved. Most of the time the catch reads just like this. You must have your vehicle serviced at our dealership and you must have everything done according to Honda's specific specifications, and they must be done on the 5th of every 3rd month, unless it's leap year. Then it's got to be the 8th of those months during leap year. And they come up with 100 different ways to make sure that that lifetime warranty isn't worth the plug nickel. We don't do that. We'd love to have you use our service department, and we'll actually bribe you to do that, and I'll tell you how that works in a few minutes, but you can have the vehicle serviced any way you want to. You can have the vehicle fixed any way you want to. Subject to a $100 deductible, as long as you own that car. If there is a powertrain malfunction, you will not have to pay for the repair. Okay? Now, should we bribe you? We'll provide you a checking account, Jordan. It's a checking account that most people would die to have, because we make all the deposits, you make all the withdrawals. Okay, we'll put X number of dollars into that account. There's literally a checkbook with checks. I think there's 19 $10 checks, good against any oil change. So if you kept your car 4 years, you change your oil 3 times a year, you'd save $120. Is it a mint? No, it's $120. Okay. There are 29 $20 checks which go for the interval services. Those are the 15,000, the 30, the 45, the 60, the 75, where you have your tires rotated and your tires balanced and the filters and stuff changed. Those are $20 checks. If you use 3 of those in 4 years, maybe 4, it'd be another $80. So there's $200. Again, it's a nice amount to take you and your wife out to dinner if necessary, if that's what you choose to do. If you need tires, our tires are competitively priced, but don't take our word for it. Shop them. I'm sure you will. But when you find out that when you buy 3 from us, you get the 4th one free, that pretty much makes the decision for all of our customers. We'll let you do that twice should you need to. And if you are kind enough to send us a customer and they buy a car, we'll provide you or the charity of your choice a $100 check. And there's 2 of those checks in the checkbook, but we'll provide you all of those that you want. So basically, here's the difference, Jordan. Number one, we're going to free ourselves up to focus on what's important, and that's pick out the right car. Okay? Because it doesn't matter what sort of deal you get if it's the wrong car. Ain't no such thing as a good deal on a bad car or a wrong car. Secondly, we're going to have some fun. We think if you're going to spend $25, $30, $35, $40, $45,000, you ought to have a little bit of fun doing it. We want to make it quick. We want to give you all the information so you can make a determination for yourself, not just how fair the price is, but how fair the profit is. Okay? And then you make the call. And when you say yes, then we'll make sure that your ownership experience is the most economical of your young life. Fair enough?
Fair enough.
Let's get to work picking out the right car then.
All right.
Okay. How'd that sound?
Great.
Did you notice that we sort of had a